Hello, everybody. This is day 90 for me. It is kind of late in the afternoon, early evening. Got home from work and cooked a little supper and ate it. And suddenly became very, very, very tired and very, very, very frustrated when the game I was playing goofed up. My fault. So, rather than get mad at the game and get frustrated that, I'd have to go back and redo a bunch of stuff, I said, I'm going to go make a video. My daughter is out with her mother, my ex-wife. And so I kind of have tonight off in a way, by myself. And it's kind of where we're at. So it's August 10th, 2016. And just wanted to share. Today I had kind of an informal meeting with my my manager at my work. And she kind of had a question for me. She had next week we were going to meet, her and me and my supervisor and the person from the HR and person from the inclusion and diversity, and kind of come up with a plan together. And my manager today said to me, she said, I was reading the documentation that you gave me. And she said, have you really thought this through as far as, how you want to proceed? And I kind of was confused because I was like, well, what do you mean? Do I have a say in it? Because this is what, human resources came to me with. This is the way, this is the way that it's going to, this is the way you transition in the workplace. And she said, she says, the way that the document is written, these are all suggestions. These are all recommendations. She said, but it says in there what you feel comfortable with. And she just said, you strike me as kind of a reserved person. And if they're thinking about, holding a special meeting and gather everyone together and just for the sake of announcing that you're transgender and to call you a woman now, she said, is that what you want? Which is okay if you do. Pardon me, I'm gonna drink some water. Shh, making a video on unruly animals. So that kind of made sense to me because, to be honest, no, I don't want to have a general meeting and it's like selling tickets to me coming out or something. It was not how it was meant, but that's kind of how it comes across. And so she kind of said, well, you've told the company, which is what you're supposed to do. And according to the instructions, you've reached out to me, you've reached out to the supervisor. She says, if you reach out to the director, you've reached out to anybody, you've built your team. She said, and you can decide, what your plan is and what you feel comfortable doing. And I thought that was pretty swanky. I thought that was pretty neat. So I canceled the meeting that we were going to have on Monday and kind of wrote an email to all the parties involved. And I thanked them initially. I thanked them for, helping me and getting me to this point. But then I kind of said to them, the instructions say these are suggestions and recommendations, and they also say that kind of we do what I feel is comfortable, and I don't feel comfortable with having a staff meeting and announcing to everybody that I'm transgender. And on paper it sounds really good. I don't really have anybody. On paper it sounds really good to have your somebody in authority kind of say, listen up, everybody. We want to welcome Robin, and everyone's going to call Robin a woman now. So, You know, I mean, that's really kind of cool. I mean, that's nice to get that kind of support. But in my situation, I don't really want the attention, you know? And I read kind of the supporting documentation, and they said, you know, not to do it in an email, you know, which I understand. But at the same time, you have to do what is comfortable, you know. And again, if I say I don't feel comfortable with, you know, a mass meeting and me coming out or whatnot, then I don't really see what they can do to prevent it. I mean, I'm on hormones, right? I'm on day 90. I mean, things are happening. It's not like, you know, they can say, oh, no, you can't, you know, you got to have a coming out party or whatnot. So anyway, just food for thought. I thought I would share that with, you know, that, you know, again, it's up to us to determine what we feel comfortable doing. And I wasn't bullied. I wasn't railroaded into it. It was just, I was so overwhelmed with the positive, you know, that, yeah, this is going to happen. I am going to transition at work, and people are so cool about it. So that was like my meeting with my manager. So part of that was for me to decide what I wanted to do and then go talk to the director of our area. And it took me about 10 minutes to read and write my email, and then I went and talked to the director of the area. So in like the course of an hour, I had the, hi, I would like to speak with you for a moment, if I may, you know. And the manager kind of, well, of course, what can I help you with, you know? And you're like, well, I just wanted to let you know that I'm transgender and that I am transitioning right now. And over the course of, I'm on a program to transition from male to female. And I just wanted to let you know there's some resources, and I've been in touch with you. You know, you have that conversation, and you're like, not necessarily terrified, but you're concerned. You know, well, what is, you know, this person in authority who has power somewhat over me? You know, what are they going to do? And of course, I knew he would be totally cool about it. I have like the coolest director ever. But it's one of those things. It was very sobering. You know, within an hour, I had done the spiel twice and walked away smiling. So, you know, A+ for me. Thank you, God, for that. So again, it's really just a matter of progressing now, I suppose. So that's really a load off my mind. The the change of dosage. Let me start over again. The change of dosage of the Spiro is really tiring me out. So I've noticed, like, in the afternoons, I'm like trying to stay awake. Now I also rotated my furniture around, so my room is a little off. But anyway, so yeah, so you probably can't, I don't probably look like I'm happy, but I am very happy. Not so happy with my hair, I'll be honest with you. You know, you put the band in, I don't know, I guess I'm so used to women who use bands have like really long hair. And so to do that, it kind of doesn't look right to me, but I guess now it kind of does. I don't know. It takes so much time. I remember from reading someone's transition blog. Actually was on a news group like 20 years ago. And she said something about, you know, she had started hormones, but she didn't grow her hair out. And I can't imagine that. I guess, you know, again, the hair is a personal choice, but, you know, I've been growing my hair out since October. And this is what, August? I mean, 10 months? This is 10 months worth of hair. I can't imagine having a short haircut and then starting on it. I mean, obviously everyone does what they, you know, what's available to them, but just wish my hair was longer. But it's growing. So I don't wear my hair more. Let me try. I wore the headband all day today, so it's like, I felt like saying, okay, I'm gonna start to, you people, my peeps, my coworkers, can start to get used to seeing me with a band in my hair, you know. So anyway, probably gonna crawl into bed here in a minute, and I'm kind of excited. I'm kind of tired. I kind of want to cry. I'm very thankful, though. I'm very, very thankful to God and to everybody for their support. So, on that note, I think I am going to go to bed and whatnot. So, anyway, so that's the haps here at day 90, which, if you do a month is 30 days, then you could say this is 3 months, but I'm going to wait till day 93, which will be pretty soon, 3 days. And that way, if you did 3 31-day months, it would be 3 months. But be kind of curious to see. I've only been on the change in Spiro for a week, and I can definitely tell the difference. I felt, I could see, and again, I don't really have a good visual aid, but you can see the little, like, I don't know if you can really see because of my nose, but like where my knuckle is, it's like you start off in your areola, whatnot, is like this little thingy, and then like when it's budding, it's kind of like goes up like a volcano a little bit, and you're like, ooh, something's going on there, and you can feel, ooh, it hurts, and so something's happening, and I feel like my face is getting a little rounder. I kind of anticipated this down here would thin out as that body fat would go away, but I'm almost wondering if I'm going to be kind of chubby cheeks. And that's okay too, because you know what? I'm very happy and I love my body and I like the changes, so we'll go from there. All right, my friends, this is one tired cowgirl who's going to slip into bed and pull the covers over her head. So good night. Love you all. Good luck to wherever you are in your process. Till next time. Bye.